There we go. God took its sweet time, eh? Right. How are we all doing, guys? We good? Lovely. Can we all hear me okay? Hoping? Yeah? We all good? We can hear? Can all hear? Because I can't hear you, naturally. Wish I could. Really wish I could. Yes, we hear you. Cracking. All right, let's get started. Sorry if you can hear a microwave going off in the background as well. Smo's just decided she wants to make some food. So, let's see. I've got my set list here. We're going to try and go through as many as I can. There's also a little block at the bottom, which is usually reserved for what usually happens at a Thursday night. So, we will see what happens with that. I'm just going to whack this over here. I've got a couple as well that I'm hoping to use guitar for, if you'd allow me. We've only just started doing that, haven't we? Right. She's not making food with the weird spoon. Okay, right. We are outward bound for Kingston town with a heave-o, and we'll heave the old wheel round and round. Good morning, ladies all. And when we get to Kingston town with a heave-o, 'tis where we'll drink and sorrow drown. Good morning, ladies all. Them gals down south are free and gay with a heave-o, and with them we'll spend our hard-earned pay. Good morning, ladies all. We'll swing around, we'll have good fun with a heave-o, and soon we'll be back on the homeward run. Good morning, ladies all. And when we get to Bristol town with a heave-o, for the very last time we'll waltz around. Good morning, ladies all. With Paul and Meg and Sally too, with a heave-o. We'll drink and dance with a hullabaloo. Good morning, ladies all. So a long goodbye to all you dears with a heave-o. Don't cry for us, don't waste your tears. Good morning, ladies all. Is the puppet going to join in for any of the songs? No, he's bloody not. Good idea, though. Puppet's up there for the lovely, lovely songs and stories that we've got going on tomorrow. Oh, man, I love that thing so much. And I got to keep him there because it took me about 15 minutes to get him in that position. Cool. Don't play with yourself on camera. That's a very good point as well. They'll have me for that. I'm now going to play a song that I only recently came about to knowing because the album recently came out, and I'm going to use a guitar for it. Not too sure many people would have known about it by now, so I'm just gonna... I've got a load of tabs ready for the songs that I don't have the lyrics written down for. My normal lyric book, which is this monstrosity, is full currently, and I'm not really going to be writing up the rest of them. Okay, so this song is a weird one, but I thought it works best here than anywhere else. It's called Moby Duck. After 14 years, I left the sea for a life upon a lake. After all the storms I'd seen, I needed a good break for me, but that was a mistake, for the place I chose was bedeviled by a giant evil drake, a mallet of such malice twice the size of any man, a build to give you nightmares and a monstrous wingspan. You cannot hope to fight him, so avoid him if you can. That terrifying waterfowl, the beast beyond the dam. Row ho, row ho, row with all I might. Row with harpoons loaded, joining for a fight. Row ho, and with any luck, the we'll win the day and do away the dreaded Moby Duck. I'm not one for surrender, so a vengeful oath I swore. I gathered up me hearties like so many times before. We shot our ship with weapons and prepared to go to war, till the fetid, fierce and flying duck would breathe no more. Yes, row, ho, row, ho, row with all our might. Row with harpoons loaded and spoiling for a fight. Row, ho, and with any luck, we'll win the day and do away the dreaded Moby Duck. There was bonny brave Marie who to her arms had waved goodbye, and handsome Jack, whose duck attack left him without an eye. The Derby twins with one leg each on deck were standing by, only a couple of loving limbs between a crew of 25. Row, ho, row with all your might. Row with harpoons loaded and spoiling for a fight. Row, ho, and with any luck, we'll win the day and do away the dreaded Moby Duck. The fight raged on for several hours, defend and then attack. With beatings from those wicked wings, our boat began to crack. The beast reared up to finish the job, and with a mighty quack, I rammed my harpoon in its throat and made a tasty snack. Row, ho, row us back to shore. We'll drag its broken body back and roast it on an oar. Row, ho, barbecue the beast. With hoisin' salts and pancakes we will have the biggest feast. Oh, row your boat, row with all our might. We row with harpoons loaded and spoiling for a fight. Row your boat, we'll have all the luck. We won the day and did away the dreaded Moby Duck. We won the day and did away the dreaded Moby Duck. Quack. I thought you might like that one. It took me a while to figure out that it's probably not the best idea to try and filk that, because like fuck, I'd be giggling the entire time. I can shout these songs out for you after, or what I can do is I think after this live stream is done, I'll be able to come in through the comments and leave timestamps for when the songs are following my set list, or if we deviate. So yeah, that was Moby Duck. Let's see, next one I've got. Okay, right. Before I just go straight into the next one, if at any point you do have a song that you want to hear, something that you really think would be good to hear, just in general, either a shanty or any other song that would normally be hearing at the Forge but you haven't heard yet, I will note it down. I will try, if it hasn't on the set list, I'll try and get it on later. Or I'll let you know if it's already on the set list and you'll just have to wait a little bit until you hear it. Spanish Ladies is on the set list. Here we go. Don't you worry, Sea Penguin. Right. Next one was one we usually start with, actually. Woodpile. I also hope you guys are going to be singing along at home whilst you're doing this as well, because otherwise, you know, what are you going to do? You're just going to stare at me singing all this time. That's a bit weird. We at the Forge, we all sing together and we make a big old noise until they tell us to go somewhere else. And then we make more noise at that place, like the Senate building, for example. But we won't go into that. Let's just start. Way down south where the cocks do crow, way down in Florida, them girls all dance to the old banjo and we'll roll the woodpile down. Rolling, rolling, rolling the whole world round, that fine gal of mine's on the Georgia line, and we'll roll the woodpile down. Oh, what can you do in Tampa Bay, way down in Florida, but give them pretty girls all your pay, and we'll roll the woodpile down. Rolling, rolling, rolling the whole world round, that fine gal of mine's on the Georgia line, and we'll roll the woodpile down. We'll roll them high and we'll roll them low, way down in Florida. We'll roll them up and away we'll go, and we'll roll the woodpile down. Rolling, rolling, rolling the whole world round, that fine gal of mine's on the Georgia line, and we'll roll the woodpile down. Oh, roust and bust her is the cry, way down in Florida. A sailor's wage is never high, and we'll roll the woodpile down. Rolling, rolling, rolling the whole world round. That fine gal of mine's on the Georgia line, and we'll roll the wood pile down. Oh, one more pull, and that will do. Way down in Florida, for we're the boys to kick her through, and we'll roll the wood pile down. Rolling, rolling, rolling the whole world round. That fine girl of mine's in the Georgia line, and we'll roll the wood pile down. Whew. All right. The person who kept requesting Freebird is here today. Oh, God. I am not going to be performing Freebird. That's one of those ones I think that is requested all the time and then just gets a giggle and then we move on. Might not be popular, but could we roll the old chariot along? We could. It is definitely on the set list, and because it is my old songbook, it also has all of the lovely Empire-related ones as well. Is Wailing Gumbo on the set list? No, it's Wailing Rumbo. That's it. Wailing Rumbo could be on the set list depending on how much you really like it. We'll see. We'll see later on. Let's see. Okay. Is Wellerman on the list? Don't make me track twice here. It is not. It is not on the list, but I can sing it. I don't have it written down, but I can sing it. Give me a hot second. Let's see. I like Wellerman. It's a decent one. Cool. Thank you, Non-Panda. Let's see. Number 2. Now we go down to Old Maui. You can tell it was one of my favorites because it's on the second page. Nice. All right. It's a damn tough life full of toil and strife we whaler men undergo, and we won't give a damn till the day is done how hard the winds did blow. For we're homeward bound from the Arctic rounds with a good ship taut and free, and we don't give a damn till we drink our rum with the girls of Old Maui. Rolling down to Old Maui, me boys, rolling down to Old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic rounds, rolling down to Old Maui. Once more we sailed with a northerly gale towards our island home. Our mainmast sprung, our whaling done, and we ain't got far to roam. For 6 hellish months we passed away on the cold Kamchatka Sea. But now we're bound from the Arctic rounds, rolling down to Old Maui. Rolling down to Old Maui, me boys, rolling down to Old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic rounds, rolling down to Old Maui. Once more we sail with a northerly gale through the ice and wind and rain. Them coconut fronds and tropical shores we soon shall see again. Our stunsail bones are carried away, what care we for that sound? A living gale is after us, thank God we're homeward bound. Rolling down to Old Maui, me boys, rolling down to Old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic rounds, rolling down to Old Maui. How soft the breeze through the island trees, now the ice is them native maids, them tropical glades is awaiting our return. Even now their big brown eyes look out, hoping some fine day to see our baggy sails running for the gales, rolling down to Old Maui. Rolling down to Old Maui, me boys, rolling down to Old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic rounds, rolling down to old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic rounds, rolling down to old Maui. As this is an old book, this book has got slightly more water damage and slightly more muddy as we've gone, and the entire thing is handwritten, so sometimes I will fuck up. My dyslexia does not like my handwriting. Are we all doing, chat? We good? Let's see, what have we got next? Oh, really? Okay. Sure, why not? Oh dear. I've had a special request as well that I'm going to be doing later that I'm hoping some veterans will remember. Let's see. This one's called Eliza Lee. Oh, the finest ship that you will find is Ho-way, Hoa, you mouse done. She's a Margaret Evans of the Blue Star Line. Clear away the tracking like the bullshine. Run to me, hey, rig-a-jig and a jaunting gun. Ho-way, Hoa, you mouse done. With Liza Lee all on my knee. Clear away the tracking like the bullshine. Run, oh, we're outward bound from the West Street Pier. Ho-way, Hoa, you mouse done. With Galway Shale and Liverpool beer. Clear away the track and let the bullshine run. To me, hey, rig-a-jig and a jaunting gun. Ho-way, Hoa, you mouse done. With Liza Lee all on my knee. Clear away the track and let the bullshine run. And when we're out in New York town, ho-way, Hoa, you mouse done. We'll downstairs party girls around. Clear away the track and let the bullshine run. Till me, hey, rig-a-jig and a jaunting gun. Ho-way, Hoa, you mouse done. With Liza Lee all on my knee. Clear away the track and let the bullshine run. Oh, the Margaret Evans of the Blue Star Line. Ho-way, Hoa, you mouse done. She's never a day behind her time. Clear away the track and let the bullshine run. To me, hey, rig-a-jig and a jaunting gun. Ho-way, Hoa, you mouse done. With Liza Lee all on my knee. Clear away the track and let the bullshine run. And when we're back in Liverpool town, ho-way, Hoa, you mouse done. We'll stand just whiskies all around. Clear away the track and let the bullshine run. To me, hey, rig-a-jig and a jaunting gun. Ho-way, Hoa, you mouse done. With Liza Lee all on my knee. Clear away the track and let the bullshine run. Whew. That one always gets me. I forget how fast it is. Hi, Abby Pop. Glad to see you've made it. And if we survive the mud apocalypse, it's doing well. That's true. Actually, yeah, there are. Actually, hang on. It's still got mud on it from the mud apocalypse. You were singing this earlier. How's about that? Funny old thing. Oh, there we go. This one's Spanish ladies. I've been trying to work on my breathing because I have a very good friend of mine who tells me that I breathe like shit when I sing. So I'm working on it, so honest I am. Farewell and adieu to you, Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu to you, ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail for old England. But we hope very soon we shall see you again. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all on the salt seas until we strike soundings in the channel of old England. From Ushant to Scilly is 35 leagues. We'll hove our ship to, with the wind to southwest, boys, we hove our ship to, deep soundings to take. 'Twas 45 fathoms with a white sandy bottom, so we squared our main yard and up channel did make. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors, we'll rant and we'll roar all on the South Seas until we strike soundings in this channel of old England. From Ushant to Scilly is 35 leagues. The first land we made was called the Dead Man. Let's rame off Plymouth. Oh God, let's. Next Ramehead off Plymouth, off Portland the White. We sailed by Peachy, by Fairlight and Dungeness till we came abreast to the South Forthern Light. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailing. We'll rant and we'll roar all on the South Seas until we strike soundings in the channel of old England. From Ushant to Scilly is 35 leagues, and the signal was made for the Grand Fleet to anchor. All in the Downs at night for to lie. Then it stand by your stoppers, steer clear your shank painters, haul up your Clue Garnett, select tack and seat fly. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all on the South Seas until we strike soundings in the channel of old England. From Ushant to Scilly is 35 leagues. Now let every man drink off his full bumper, and let every man drink off his full glass. We'll drink and be jolly and drown melancholy. Singing, here's a good health for each true-hearted lass. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all on the salt seas until we strike sounding in the channel of old England. From Ushant to Scilly is 35 leagues. No worries, James. More than happy to sing this. You know I am. At least your breathing is better than last time. You were full of cold then. I don't know whether or not I was a sickness. I probably was, actually. Yeah. Close shave. You know, I actually have that written up, and I don't think I've ever actually heard it. The other guy who does this, Marcus, wonderful lad. He's the one who normally does all the starting off and the singing. I just came one time and fuck, we should probably write this down because nobody knows what the bloody lyrics are. Came back the next event and we had this songbook. It's very, it's got more on. I used it half as an IC songbook, half as an OC songbook. So the first half is OC stuff, the next half is all my old songs. But yeah, he should really be getting a hell of a lot of thanks for this. So everybody now, if you can, Marcus, thank you, buddy, keeping this going as much as I'm trying to keep it going as well. Let's see. So a close shave I actually have here. Forgive me, I'm not too sure of the tune, but I know it's an Andy Irvine song, so we'll see how that goes. Thank you, British historian. Next song that I have on my... Oh, yes. Oh, I like this song. Okay. So I first heard this song as a special for a lockdown thing, and it sounded so lovely that I just wanted to cover it straight away. It's called Icy Acres. You could sing it if you want. That's the point. That is the point. Hang on. Is there an Empire version of Spanish Ladies? Keza, get in contact with me about that because I want to try and collab as many of them as I can. Right. Icy Acres. Of course you are. Sorry. I didn't realize. Makes sense now, sweetheart. I'm sorry. Yeah, talk to me about that later. Fare thee well, ye icy acres. Fare thee well, ye wailing grounds. Fare thee well, ye banks of Greenland. Weary whalers homeward bound. Homeward breezes round us blossom, where the oak and the apple grows. God forgot the green in Greenland. He made flowers of ice and snow. Fare thee well, ye icy acres. Fare thee well, ye wailing grounds. Fare thee well, ye banks of Greenland. Weary whalers homeward bound. Home where grasses lace the willow, where the river's running free, and the waters sweetly flowing turns towards the open sea. Fare thee well, ye icy acres. Fare thee well, ye wailing grounds. Fare ye well, ye banks of Greenland. Weary whalers homeward bound. 6 long months we've been a-hunting through a hell of frozen flame. Now our hearts like sails are billowing as we turn for home again. Fare thee well, ye icy acres. Fare thee well, ye wailing grounds. Fare thee well, ye banks of Greenland. Weary whalers homeward bound. Fare thee well, ye icy acres. Fare thee well, ye wailing grounds. Fare ye well, ye banks of Greenland. Weary whalers homeward bound. Yay. Dark as a dungeon. I'm assuming you're not talking about my light setup, so I'll have a look and I'll pop that down. Me and Sea Penguin playing Civ with you in the background. We're grateful. Nice job. Thank you. Must be because of Ethiopia dropping earlier today, eh? Get that Foundry pass. Nice stuff. Okay, let's see. Oh, boy. Now, where is... Oh, it's right there. Okay, cool. I'm just making sure that... Roll the Old Chariot Along is what we're going to do next. We're going to do that... Oh, Dark as a Dungeon by Johnny Cash. All right. So I have a list of all the really good Empire-related Roll the Old Chariot verses because it needed to be done. What did I just say? Okay, the next one we're going to be doing is one called Cruel Wars, which is actually one of my favorite ones to sing. But it's also the hardest one for me to keep track of because it is bloody small writing, whoever did this. So forgive me again. Oh yeah, this is just water. It's not vodka or gin. Just so we're clear. Glass bottle, water. I'm well prepared. A recruiting sergeant came our way from the inn near town at the close of day. He said, "My Johnny, you're a fine young man. Would you like to punch along behind a military band with a scarlet cloak and a fine cocked hat and a musket at your shoulder? The shilling you took and he kissed the book. Oh, poor Johnny, what'll happen to ya?" The recruiting sergeant marched away from the inn near town at the close of day. Johnny came to with half a ring. He was off to be a soldier to go fighting for the king in a far-off war in a far-off land to face the foreign soldier. But how are you faring as lead in the air? Oh, poor Johnny, what'll happen to ya? Well, the sun rose high on a barren land where a thin red line made a military stand. There was slingshot, chain shot, grape shot too, swords and bayonets thrusting through. Poor Johnny fell, but the day was won, and the king is grateful to ya. But your soldering's done and they're taking you home. Oh, poor Johnny, what'll happen to ya? They said he was a hero and not to grieve for the two ruined legs and the empty sleeves. They took him home and they sent him down with a military pension and a medal from the crown. But you haven't an arm, you haven't a leg, the enemy nearly slew ya. You'll have to go out in the streets and beg. Oh, poor Johnny, what'll happen to ya? It's Gonny. A recruiting sergeant marched away from the inn near town at the close of the day. He said, "My Johnny, you're a fine young man. Would you like to march along behind a military band with a scarlet cloak and a fine cocked hat and a musket at your shoulder? The shilling you took and he kissed the book. Oh, poor Johnny, what'll happen to ya?" "Oh, Polly, love, oh, Polly, the rout has now begun, and we must go a-marching to the beating of a drum. Come dress yourself all in your best and come along with me. I'll take you to the cruel wars in high Germany. Oh, Harry, dearest Harry, right well what I do say. My feet they are so tender, and I cannot march away. Besides, my dearest Harry, I am with child by thee, not fitted for the cruel wars in high Germany. I'll buy you a horse, my love, and on it you shall ride, and all of my delight shall be walking at my side. We'll stop at every alehouse and drink when we are dry. Be true to one another, get married by and by. Oh, cursed be the cruel wars that ever they should rise, and out of merry England pressed many a man likewise. They took our Harry from her likewise her brothers three, and sent them to the cruel wars in high Germany. Yay. Right. Here it goes. The next song that I'm going to... Oh, actually, hang on. I've got it, Kerry. Thank you very much. The next song that we're going to be performing is going to be a standard repeat and call. It's going to be Roll the Old Chariot Along. Now, normally we would do not Roll the Old Chariot 3-4 times a night. It tends to be, if we start at about 7, it's usually an 8 o'clock or 9-ish song. We'll try it once, and then if people fuck up or we forget the words, we try it again later on. We're going to do it the once this time. Now, I have 18 currently, 18 verses, anvil verses that we could use. Don't worry, it's going to be very simple. If you don't already know how to do Roll the Old Chariot Along, you will all sing and we will hang on behind and we'll roll the old chariot along. It should make sense at this point. If not, hang in there. We'll all do it together. I will start with the traditional, and then I'll go into the anvil version. Will it be alright if the wind were in our sails? Will it be alright if the wind were in our sails? Will it be alright if the wind were in our sails? And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. Well, another drop of meat couldn't do us any harm. Well, another drop of meat couldn't do us any harm. Well, another drop of meat couldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. There's a leaguer on the throne, is the Senate truly mad? There's a leaguer on the throne, is the Senate truly mad? There's a leaguer on the throne, is the Senate truly mad? And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. Bit dated, that one. Well, the treaty with the Druge couldn't do us any harm. Well, the treaty with the Druge couldn't do us any harm. Well, the treaty with the Druge couldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. Disagreeing with the God team couldn't do us any harm. Well, disagreeing with the God team couldn't do us any harm. Disagreeing with the God team couldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along, and they all hang on behind. On a dueling with the Jotun couldn't do us any harm. All a dueling with the Jotun couldn't do us any harm. On a dueling with the Jotun couldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. Yeah, sorry, that was God team. Since Steve's here. Well, the whole of Wintermark couldn't do us any harm. Well, the whole of Wintermark couldn't do us any harm. Well, the whole of Wintermark couldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along, and we all hang on behind. Well, another conclave vote couldn't do us any harm. Well, another conclave vote couldn't do us any harm. Well, another conclave vote couldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. Well, a stroll down Murder Alley couldn't do us any harm. Well, a stroll down Murder Alley couldn't do us any harm. Well, a stroll down Murder Alley couldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. Well, betting on a pit fight couldn't do us any harm. Well, betting on a pit fight couldn't do us any harm. Well, betting on a pit fight couldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. Well, drinking all of Friday couldn't do us any harm. Well, drinking all of Friday couldn't do us any harm. Well, drinking all of Friday couldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind. And we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. And we'll all hang on behind. Well, another jewelry shop couldn't do us any harm. Well, another jewelry shop couldn't do us any harm. Well, another jewelry shop couldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind. And we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. And we'll all hang on behind. Well, a magical dramatic couldn't do us any harm. Well, a magical dramatic couldn't do us any harm. Well, a magical dramatic couldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind. And we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. Last time, and we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. If anybody else finds any more of those verses, I've got a bit of space. Yeah. See you in 2 hours. That was quite a few of them, but that's usually how it goes, isn't it? It just descends. You are welcome. Let's see. That's that. I'm ticking them off on my little list here, so I know what I've done. Oh. Sometimes I surprise myself by totally forgetting what I've put down here. How's the water? It is water. Shut up. Dickhead. I'm looking lovingly over at some Captain Morgan's tiki that I will be having later on. All right, next song is going to be called Randy Dandy-O. I'll try and bring it down a bit because that was a bit high for me. Now we are ready to sail for the Horn. Way, hey, roll and go. Our boots and our clothes, boys, are all in the pond to be rollicking Randy Dandy-O. Heave a pole and heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cables are stored to be rollicking Randy Dandy-O. Man the stop, captain, and heave with a will. Way, hey, roll and go. Soon we'll be driving away down the hill to be rollicking Randy Dandy-O. Heave a pole, oh, heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cables are stored to be rollicking Randy Dandy-O. Soon we'll be warping her out through the locks. Way, hey, roll and go. Well, the pretty young girls all come down in flocks to be rollicking Randy Dandy-O. Heave a pole, oh, heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cables are stored to be rollicking Randy Dandy-O. We're outward bound from Vallepo Bay. Way, hey, roll and go. Get cracking, me lads, it's a hell of a way to be rollicking Randy Dandy-O. Heave a pole, oh, heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cables are stored to be rollicking Randy Dandy-O. Heave a pole, oh, heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cables are stored to be rollicking Randy Dandy-O. Are there any songs at the top of your filk list? Well, being Navari, we tend to try and go with folkish songs, more Irish, Celtish kind of thing, but there are a couple of songs that I have recently filked. One was Hoist Up the Thing, which is kind of shanty-ish, but I've turned it in a way. And hopefully I've got another one, which is going to be my first Orcish song that I've filked, which is going to be pretty cool. Did I say water? I meant no juice. Maybe. Right, the next one is one that I have yet to perform live or write up, but I'm genuinely amazed that I haven't yet written it up. It's called The Bonnie Ship the Diamond. Because The Bonnie Ship the Diamond is a great song. Yes, an Orcish song is here. It's all right, actually. I quite like it. But then there's a vast difference between filking songs that you like and having them be any way, shape, or form resembling what kind of brief you're supposed to be sticking to, I should say. So, Bonnie Ship the Diamond. Visor King. I'm not too sure if that's a song that I need to look up or what. But no, currently, British historian, I do not have any songs at the top of my filk list. Not yet. I've recently expended them. The Diamond is a ship, my lads, from the Davis Strait we're bound. The quay is all garnished with bonny lasses round. Captain Thompson gives the order to sail the ocean wide, where the sun it never sets, my lads, no darkness dims the sky. For it's cheer up, my lads, let your hearts never fail, for the bonny ship the Diamond goes a-fishing for the whale. Cheer up, my lads, let your hearts never fail, for the bonny ship the Diamond goes a-fishing for the whale. Out on the quay of Peterhead the lasses stand around, the shores all pulled around them and their salt is running down. Now don't you weep, my bonny lass, for you'll be left behind, for the rose will grow on Greenland's ice before we change our minds. For it's cheer up, my lads, let your hearts never fail, for the bonny ship the Diamond goes a-fishing for the whale. For it's cheer up, my lads, let your hearts never fail, for the bonny ship the Diamond goes a-fishing for a whale. Here's a health to the revolution, likewise Eliza Swan. 3 cheers for the Battle of Montrose and the Diamond Ship of Fame. Beware the trousers of the whites and jackets of the blue. When we get back to Peterhead, we'll have sweethearts anew. For it's cheer up, me lads, let your hearts never fail, for the bonny ship the Diamond goes a-fishing for the whale. For it's cheer up, me lads, let your hearts never fail, for the bonny ship the Diamond goes a-fishing for a whale. It will be bright both day and night when Greenland lads come hame, our ship full up with oil, my lads, and money to our name. We'll make the cradles for to rock and the blankets for to tear, and every lass in Peterhead sing hush-a-bye, my dear. For it's cheer up, me lads, let your hearts never fail, for the bonny ship the Diamond goes a-fishing for the whale. For it's cheer up, me lads, let your hearts never fail, for the bonny ship the Diamond for the whale. Woo! Good heavens. All right. How are we doing, guys? We all hanging in there? Okay, right. Next song I'm going to do is also going to involve a guitar, but looking through It is the last. Gotta fucking make sure for that stuff. This was for a while quite high up in my filk list, but I couldn't really get it to work. But it's still a lovely song. It's still a quite nice shanty, so I'm gonna try it. Just gonna fucking position myself here. I've got a couple that I don't have written down on tabs, so forgive me as I just reorganize everything to come around that. There we go. Sometimes that's the way it goes, indeed. You find the perfect song, either someone's done it already and you feel guilty for trying it. Have you heard Captain Albert Alexander by Steam Powered Giraffe? Now, I've heard of Steam Powered Giraffe because of my partner, but I've not heard of the song. I shall write it down, though. Captain Albert Alexander. Right, here we go. Sorry if you heard that. Ah, there she is. There's the partner. Thought about fucking that one, but it's a long boy. Diabetes. Yes, we live next to a hive. Well, we're going around the Cape, golden shores to find. 900 miles of wind and waves smashing up the sides. We're going round the Cape, there is no other way. For trade and king and countrymen, we'll brave the foam and spray. So tell my love that I'll be back someday. It's rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll away. When I return, I swear I'm gonna stay. So rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll away. Probably should practice this, yeah. Nice one, dickhead. I left my home and land to sail a clipper ship into the parts of my own map that barely have been writ. I must be out my mind to leave England in my wake, but I'll get that silver in my ear. We're going round the Cape, so tell my love that I'll be back someday. It's rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll away. When I return, I swear I'm gonna stay. So rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll away. Oh shit! It's a long. Oh shit! I've forgotten that bit. Oh, power chord it. It's a long, long way, but many miles to go. There's a gale that's trying to drag us all below, and I long to dream of any better fate. But what awaits the brave around the Cape? I heard the sailors say, by God, you must be mad. There's waves as tall as houses and the gales will knock you flat. And when the storm is fed and the fog is thick as mud, it's pray for your deliverance and play you rightly should. So tell my love that I'll be back someday. It's rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll away. When I return, I swear I'm gonna stay. So rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll away. So tell my love that I'll be back someday. It's rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll away. When I return, I swear I'm gonna stay. So rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll away. Rock and roll away. The one I was most excited to try and sing, and I fucked it up. Well, as I said, it's a good thing that that's the last one that provides the guitar, because no way in fuck am I going to try and butcher another song like that. I do apologize. If I could give refunds, I would. Let's see. Let's check on everything else. I was planning on writing some filks, but I thought, oh, if people already know the song, I shouldn't. But apparently my suggestions so far have been obscure enough. Yeah, yes and no. If it's a blatant rip-off, I will say. If it's anything modern, like really modern, for the most part, you can get away with that. If it's like, also really does depend on your national brief. If your national brief is you know, like Navarre, and it should be kind of Celtic and themed similar to that. And you go off trying to do some like 80s speed metal that I tried to do once. Well, it's obviously not going to go quite well. People know some song tunes. But then the idea of a filk is literally taking the words out of the music and using the music. But then if you're trying to use like Britney Spears or something like that, then it's going to be obviously quite difficult and sometimes quite jarring. I think that's the main issue that comes with it. Reading the rules for the new system and told about that. Told about, not so much. Okay, just go for it. Yeah, I mean, you're the big book guy. Of course, you're the big book guy. Celtic-y in a bit. That's depending on your national brief. Yeah, just double check that shit. Let's see. I've done those two. Oh shit, I haven't done this in a while. Actually, I don't think I've ever sung this out loud before, but I know the song at least. I've got all of this written up with the page. Classic, this one. Hopefully I won't butcher it as bad as the last one. It's called Northwest Passage. I just fucked up the saying of Northwest Passage, so it's probably going to go pretty well. Let's see. I filk I heard from The Greatest Show was one that jarred me. Really? The Greatest Show? I really want to do some sort of debate in the style of Hamilton's Your Obedient Servant. Experiment. Write it anyway, see how it goes. Everybody in their national Facebook pages are going to be more than happy to answer some questions because there's bards everywhere. You know, just get stuck in. And if somebody, I would say if somebody doesn't like it, or I would hope to say most people would kind of give you constructive criticism for the most part. I now need to hear a filk of Toxic by Britney Spears about the Valorn. No, you bloody don't. Is there a flick for Barrett's Privateers? Oh, possibly. Might be a Brass Coast thing. Let's try it now. For just one time I would taste. Wait, hang on. What am I doing? Is that how it starts? This is how long. I swear it starts with Westward from the Davis Strait. Fuck. Let's try it. Westward from the Davis Strait, 'tis there was said to lie the sea route to the Orient, for which so many died, seeking gold and glory, leaving weathered, broken bones, and a long forgotten, lonely cairn of stones. For just one time I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wild and savage, and make the Northwest Passage to the sea. 3 centuries thereafter, I take passage overland, in the footsteps of brave Kelso, where a sea of flowers began, watching cities rise before me, then behind me sink again. This tardiest explorer, driving hard across the plain. For just one time I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wild and savage, and make the Northwest Passage to the sea. And through the night, behind the wheel, the mileage clicking west, I think upon Mackenzie, David Thompson, and the rest, who cracked the mountain ramparts and did show a path for me to race the roaring Fraser to the sea. Ah, for just one time I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wild and savage, and make the Northwest Passage to the sea. How then I, so different from the first men through this way? Like them I left a settled life, I threw it all away to seek a Northwest Passage and the call of many men, to find that but the road back home again. Ah, for just one time I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wild and savage, and make the Northwest Passage to the sea. Well, this is going well. Oh dear. What's going on here? Perfect for Brass Coast. My brother basically wants to make one, but wasn't sure if one was created. Oh dear. Oh dearie, dearie, dear. Well, close to it at least. I'm 14. Somebody say they wanted to hear Barrett's Privateers. I won't scroll back up through the chat, but I will assume. Barrett's Privateers is the next one then. Oh, the year was 1778. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. A letter of marque came from the king to the scummiest vessel I'd ever seen. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fired no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. Oh, Sid Barrett pride the town. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. For 20 brave men or fishermen who will make for him the Antelope's crew, God damn them all. I would tours, we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fired no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. Oh, the Antelope sloop was a sickening sight. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. She'd a list to a port and her sails in rags, and the cooks in scuppers with the staggers and jags, God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fired no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. On the king's birthday we put to sea. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. We were 91 days from Montego Bay, pumping like madmen all the way. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fired no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. On the 96th day we sailed again. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. When a bloody break Yankee hove in sight, with a crack 4 pounders we were made to fight. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fired no guns, shed no tears. No, I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. Oh, the Yankee lay low down with gold. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. She was broad and fat and loose in the stays, but the catcher took the antelope 2 whole days. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fired no guns, shed no tears. No, I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. Then at length we stood 2 cables away. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. Our crack 4-pounders made an awful din, but with one fat bull the Yank stoved us in. God damn them all. I was told we'd sail the seas for American gold. We'd fired no guns, shed no tears. No, I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. The antelope shook and pitched on her side. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. Barrett was smashed like a bowl of eggs, and a main truck parried off both my legs. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fired no guns, shed no tears. No, I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. So here I lay in my 23rd year. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. It's been 6 years, Mrs. Sands, since we sailed away, and we just made Halifax yesterday. God damn them all. I was told we cruise the seas for American gold. We fired no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. So I practiced a little bit before starting these. And I practiced the bits very well, which I knew I would probably fuck off on. Didn't practice the ones that I never would have thought would trip me up. I just thought of a song that would slay anyone, the Rattling Bog. Now, last time I did this, when I was doing it through Twitch, I didn't royally fuck it up. But I have it down in my book as a really complicated way of following it. So I will be using a separate means. And this has obviously just been remembered. He could do that one. Well, Flutter's eyelashes, Sam, would you kindly? It's on the list. Rattling Bog is on the list. Looks like you could use a drink. I am drinking my totally water, not vodka or gin. Honest. Next on my set list is that, but this is also a space for me to put in songs that I didn't have before. So what I will do is, I think, should we do Wellerman? Because Wellerman's a nice song. I also, Barrett's is something I need to rewrite because it is so water damaged. Give me a second. There we go. I will do the Wellerman for you. He's a lovely chap. We'll do Wellerman first, and then I'll do maybe another one. I think I blew the lot of you away when I did Wailing Rumbo last time, so maybe we'll do that. They were the first two that were suggested. So, Wellerman. It's weathering. It's all written with this pen, fountain pen, very lovely pen. And because fountain pen ink, it just smudges like fuck. Okay. Whew. There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of the ship there was a billy of tea. The winds blew up about it down, oh blow my bully boys blow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore she took that whale in tow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tame came up and caught her, hands to the side, harpoon and fought her when she dived down below. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was freed. The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the whalerman's creed. He took that ship in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. For 40 days or even more, the line went slack then tight once more. Our boats were lost, there were only 4, but still that whale did go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on, the line's not caught, and the whale's not gone. The wellerman makes a regular call to encourage the captain, crew, and all. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Fucking hell, that was harder than I thought it would be. It's the ones that are like old school English that really get me, especially when I'm looking at lyrics for it. Nice. Thank you very much, Non-Panda, for that one. I'll get the Rattling Bog lyrics ready to go, just in case. If I say just in case, I'm going to need it. Okay, let's see. It was Whale Rumbo I was going to do next, wasn't it? So, Whale Rumbo was a song that I used. It was the first song we officially filmed. I say it was we because it was myself and my partner Smo, who's Cosmo Ariella in the chat. We both wrote this song for a character that had not yet been created. It was for the song that you knew as Orc Named Kaza. And I say new in past tense because the song has officially, as of last event, been retired. I'm saying this now just in case anybody else is wondering if you're going to hear it again. Not live. You've got last Songs and Stories where it was performed, and my SoundCloud where it's also on in 2 versions. But this is the song that inspired it. And I'll after, yeah, Orc Named Kaza is being retired because, quite frankly, it's a bit old. It's a bit dated. We've had to change it once, and it's not that I'm sick of singing it. I do enjoy singing it and the response that it gets, but Smo is not enjoying the response that it gets. A couple of newbies who had never been to an event had known the song and were making cheap crap jokes about her, and she's not about that life, and I'm not about giving her that life either. So it's you know, it's nobody's fault. It's a song that needed retiring at some point. And then very recently there was an issue where my good friend Vicky made this puppet and made a video to it. And someone, I don't know who, probably a greenhorn, looked at that and went, that's not right. That's not cool. Why'd you do that? Why is it? And then kicked up a huge fuss that got the mods involved, who told me, like, it's fine. She's, you know, it's going to offend somebody. Shit happens. So yeah, as Smo said, my character is done with dealing with newbies thinking they can say certain things to her because of it. Kelsey Breeze. But the good news is we still have Wailing Rumbo that we can sing on the Thursdays, which will hopefully make us reminisce in some ways. Let's see. If I've probably got to get the lyrics for that. That would be a good idea, Sam, wouldn't it? Yes. Very good idea. There it is. It already knows. It already knows. There we go. I love the fact that the only way you can get the lyrics for this song is to go onto the band's Bandcamp, who I would highly recommend, by the way, Dread Crew of Oddwood. Okay, here we go. My eyes cracked open just a titch, my jaw and back ached like a bitch, my breath was foul and my head throbbed with pain. As my eyes filtered in the light, I found the crew in a similar plight. Now what the hell did we all drink last night? About that time we realized that the strange floor on which we lied was rather sticky warm and writhing up and down. Then from a cavern up ahead crawled 20 crabs with 30 heads, and we drew the few small arms that we had found. With broken bottles, knives, and axes, we smashed those 40 claws, and we'd surmised that we'd been swallowed through some cruel and massive jaws. What awful fiend had taken us, a shark or Architeuthis, and what the hell did we all drink last night? And then a piercing beam of light shone from a distant hole so bright, it was a blowhole, that's the thing that we must find. To gain our freedom once again, we had to reach the whale's head, but then the ground and walls, they heaved and churned away. Way-oh, whale and rumbo, we reached the whale's blowhole, or we'll tell the beast asunder. Way-oh, whale and rumbo, with 6 odd men and 5 odd beers, we'd fight into the sundo. Our captured vessel must have felt the damage that those crabs had dealt, and thus it started twisting round and round. Then a massive flood of ambergris, it poured out from the dark abyss. We thrust knives into the floor to hold our ground. And then the monstrous water beast had second thoughts about its feast, and all the walls around our crew, they pushed us through. We slipped and slid as we were passed, not through the head, but through the ass, and let us swim back to our ship amongst the poo. Way-oh, whale and rumbo, not in the belly of a whale, we were all in its asshole. Way-oh, whale and rumbo, we thought that we would win the fight, and still we were all pasto. Way-oh, whale shit gumbo, not in the belly of the whale, we were all in its asshole. Way-oh, whale and rumbo, we thought that we would win the day, instead we were all pasto. So that was Whale and Rumbo. That's what inspired it, and that's where it will stay. Yeah, this is where people find out we didn't really change much. It was my first filk. It was our first song that we properly did for Empire. I'd never heard greenhorn as a term before. 2 years. That's just what I tend to call them. It makes sense to me to just, you know. But yeah, woo! I can slip them off. I have a close shave, but unfortunately I don't know how the tune goes. So I've got the lyrics, I've just got no fucking clue. So we'll come back to it. The next song that I have is Santiana. There we go. It's probably the best surviving sheet of paper in this entire book. Get more into the shanties again. And how exactly would I tag you into a YouTube broadcast? Oh, Santiana, gain that day away, Santiana. Polian of the West, they say, along the plains of Mexico. Well, heave her up and away we'll go, away, Santiana. Heave her up and away we'll go, along the plains of Mexico. She's a fast clipper ship and a bully good crew, away, Santiana. And an old salty yank for a captain too, along the plains of Mexico. Well, heave her up and away we'll go, away, Santiana. Heave her up and away we'll go, along the plains of Mexico. Santiana, forth for gold, away, Santiana. Around Cape Horn, through the ice and snow, along the plains of Mexico. Well, heave her up and away we'll go, away, Santiana. Heave her up and away we'll go, along the plains of Mexico. 'Twas on the field of Molly Del Rey, away, Santiana. Well, both his legs got blown away, along the plains of Mexico. Well, heave her up and away we'll go, away, Santiana. Heave her up and away we'll go along the plains of Mexico. It was a fierce and bitter strife away, Santillana. The General Taylor took his life along the plains of Mexico. Well, heave her up and away we'll go, away, Santillana. Heave her up and away we'll go along the plains of Mexico. Santillana, now we'll mourn. Away, Santillana. We left him buried off Cape Horn, along the plains of Mexico. Don't bring problems, bring solutions. Even if you're just in levels of loud, you're probably not going to be able to be heard, I'm afraid. Nice. I always tend to do that one just a little bit too high for me, especially in the way. That really, I need to learn. I need to learn tone. Okay, let's see. So we've got Rattling Bog coming up almost next one after this, and I'll need your help with that naturally because it's Rattling Bog. We're gonna stomp a small hole if you're in a second floor building at least, or a first floor I should say. We want a hole in the floor by the end of the Rattling Bog. Okay, I won't pay for it, and if anyone says, well, the man on the internet told me to do it, leave me out of it. All right, not interested in that life. So first of all, we've got Hallway Joe, which is literally a page over. Oh, that makes it easy. When I was just a little lad or so, me mommy told me, away, Holloway, we'll haul away, Joe. That if I didn't kiss the girls, my lips would grow moldy. Away, Holloway, we'll haul away, Joe. Away, ho, haul away, we'll haul away together. Away, Holloway, we'll haul away, Joe. Away, oh, haul away, we'll haul for better weather. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. I used to have an Irish girl, but she got fat and lazy. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, girl. But now I've got an Orcish girl, and she just drives me crazy. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Away, ho, haul away, we'll haul away together. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Away, ho, haul away, we'll haul for better weather. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Well, Louis was the king of France before the revolution. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. But then he got his head chopped off and it spoils the constitution. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Away, ho, haul away, we'll haul away together. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Away, ho, haul away, we'll haul for better weather. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. You call yourself a second mate, you can't tie a bowling. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. You can't even stand up straight when the pack of cheese are rolling. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Away, oh, haul away, we'll haul away together. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Away, oh, haul away, we'll haul for better weather. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Well, now can't you see the black clouds are gathering? Away, all the way, we'll haul away, Joe. Well, now can't you see the storm clouds are rising? Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Away, ho, haul away, we'll haul away together. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Away, ho, haul away, we'll haul for better weather. Away, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. All right, guys. Here we go. I don't know why I'm looking in there because it will just confuse the hell out of me. Actually, I'll tell you what. I'll show you guys why it confuses the hell out of me. Yeah, I'll just, it's a lot of text to write out. So what I'll do, right, is I'll make this little chart, and then you've got all of this, and then you've got a little system at the bottom, and it makes no fucking sense. I write all this shit, expect it to work straight away. Right, guys, rattling bog time. We know the drill. Well, we know the song. Let's start with that. Actually, now is the time, if you're going to sing along with me, to drink as you sing. No, don't do that. You'll get water in your lungs. I'm just going to get that out of the way as well. Ready? Oh, it's the sound of someone moving a chair up there that just happened to coincide. Ho, row the rattling bog. Hang on. I need a stick for this. Yeah. Okay, so this is just for me to slap against myself so I know when I'm doing things, okay? Ho, row the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Real bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Well, in that bog there was a hole, a rattling hole, hole in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Real bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Well, in that hole there was a tree, a rare tree, a rattling tree, tree in the hole, in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Real bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. And on that tree there was a branch, a rare branch, a rattling branch, branch on the tree, in the hole, in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Rare hole, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. And on that branch there was a limb, a rare limb, a rattling limb on the branch, and the branch in the tree, in the hole, in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, roll the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Rail bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Well, on that limb there was a nest, a red nest, a rattling nest, less than the limb, and a branch, and the tree, in the hole, in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Rail bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. And in that nest there was a nest, oh God, and in that nest there was a bird, a rare bird, a rattling bird, bird in the nest, of the limb, and the branch, and the tree, in the hole, in the bog down in the valley, oh. Way hold the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Way hold the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. And in that bird there was an egg, a rare egg, a rattling egg, egg of the bird, and the nest, of the limb, and the branch, and the tree, in the hole, in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, hold the rattling bog in the valley, oh. Way hold the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Give me a second. Oh shit! Let's try it again. And in that bed there was a rare bird, a rattling bird, bird and the egg, the nest, and the bird, and bird. Oh shit! Shit! I did it again. And in that egg, give me a second. Let's try it again. Last time. And in that egg there was a rare bird, a rattling bird, bird and the egg, bird. I think I know why it's confusing me, because normally it goes to the flea, doesn't it? It doesn't go back. Bird on the egg, and the egg, and the bird, and the nest, and the limb, and the limb, and the bound, and the branch, and the tree, in the hole, in the bog down in the valley, oh. Way hold the rocking bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Ray hold the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. All right. Can we all agree that it's the lyrics? Yes, you're fucking right. It is the yoke. It is the yoke. I am going by Google, which is the Irish descendants, and I'm assuming that's because they had a little bit of time. Let me just very quickly, I know I know it all, but I want to check. I thought, yeah, okay. On that bird there was a feather, and then on that feather there was a flea. I will, yeah, but okay, right. What I've done here is I've confused myself by getting an version that I'm not quite familiar with. But, oh, Jesus, maybe we'll try that again later on. Let's see. This is the thing as well, especially with writing up shanties for this book. For the most part, there's so many different versions of them, and you've really got to like. I have sometimes looked at my lyrics book and gone, "What the fuck? Where are you getting? Where are you pulling this from?" Um, bird, then feather, then flee. But then you're saying yolk as well for egg, and we don't know. It's fine. We got through it in the end. I'm going to do another different song now that I want to fucking filk, but there's no way in hell I'll be able to do it. It's called The Leaving of Liverpool. Let's see. Fare thee well to you, my own true love. I am going far away, and am bound for California, but I know that I'll return someday. Farewell to Prince's Landing Stage, River Mersey, fare thee well. I'm bound for California, a place that I know right well. So fare thee well, my old true love, and when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but me darling, when I think of thee. I have sailed with the Burgess once before, I think I know him well. If a man's a sailor, he'll get along. If he's not, then he's sure in hell. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but darling, when I think of thee. Farewell to Lower Frederick Street, Anson Terrace and Park Lane. I'm bound away for to leave you all, and I'll never see you again. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but darling, when I think of thee. I am bound for California by the way of stormy Cape Horn. And I'll write thee a letter of love when I'm home. Oh, Jesus. And I will write to thee a letter of love when I'm homeward bound. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. I have shipped aboard a clipper ship, Davy Crockett is her name, and Burgess is the captain of her, and they say she's a floating hell. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. So fare thee well, my old true love, and when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but me darling, when I think of thee. Woo! Rattling Bog has loads. Yes. I did as well as I could up until a certain point, and then it got confusing. Excellent. All right. Ooh. I do have this one written down, but it's loose, apparently. This next one I think would be a wonderful filk, Navari especially, but getting it right is going to be fucking tough. Oak and ash and thorn. I'm going to use this stick. I hope. I mean, maybe you can't hear that, but it helps me massively, especially with ones that I've not really practiced or not too sure about. Of all the trees that grow so fair, Old England to adorn, greater are none beneath the sun than oak and ash and thorn. Sing oak and ash and thorn, good sirs, all on a midsummer's morn. Surely we'll sing of no little thing in oak and ash and thorn. Oak of the clay lived many a day, or ever Aeneas began. Ash of the loom was lady at home when Brute was an outlaw man. Thorn of the down saw new Troy town, from which was London born. Witness hereby the ancient tree of oak and ash and thorn. Sing oak and ash and thorn, good sirs, all on a minglet. Surely we'll sing of no little thing in oak and ash and thorn. Yew that is old in churchyard mould, he breedeth a mighty bow. Older for shoes do wise men choose, and beech for cups also. But when ye have killed, and your bowl it is spilled, and your shoes are clean outworn, back you must beat for all that you need to oak and ash and thorn. Sing oak and ash and thorn, good sirs, all on a midsummer's morn. Surely we'll sing of no little thing in oak and ash and thorn. Elam he hateth mankind, of waiteth till ever a gust be laid, to drop a limb of the head of him that any way trusts a shade. But whether a lad be sober or sad, or mellow with ale from the horn, he'll take no wrong when the lieth along, neath oak and ash and thorn. Sing oak and ash and thorn, good sirs, all on a midsummer's morn. Surely we'll sing of no little thing in oak and ash and thorn. Do not tell the priest our plight, or he would call it a sin. But we've been out in the woods all night, conjuring summer in. We bring you news by word of mouth, good news for cattle and corn. Now is the sun come up from the south, with oak and ash and thorn. Sing oak and ash and thorn, good sirs, all on a midsummer's morn. Surely we'll sing of no little thing in oak and ash and thorn. Sing oak and ash and thorn, good sirs, all on a midsummer's morn. England shall bide till on judgment tide, by oak and ash and thorn. Yay! I don't know why I have to keep saying yay after every time, but balls to it. Right. I have heard, hang on, I will keep talking, but I'm just going over here to fill up my water bottle, forgive me. I have heard this filk done once before by a good friend of mine. He's in Brass Coast currently, and they've done a filk for this, but I've not really found any of the lyrics for it. It's called South Australia. In South Australia I was born, heave away, haul away. In South Australia, round Cape Horn, we're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away, haul away. All the way you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. As I walked out this morning fair, heave away, all the way. 'Twas there I met Miss Nancy Blair, we're bound for South Australia. All the way you rolling kings, heave away, all the way you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia. I shook her up and I shook her down, heave away, all the way. I shook her round and round the town. We're bound for South Australia. All the way, you rolling kings, heave away, all the way, you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia. I'll run her all night and I'll run her all day, heave away, all the way, and I'll run her until we'll sailed away. We're bound for South Australia. All the way, you rolling kings, heave away, all the way, you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia. There ain't but one thing grieves my mind, heave away, all the way, to leave Miss Nancy Blair behind. We're bound for South Australia. All the way, you rolling kings, heave away, all the way, you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia. And as we wallop round Cape Horn, heave away, all the way, you'll wish to God you've never been born. We're bound for South Australia. All the way, you rolling kings, heave away, all the way, you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia. In South Australia, my native land, heave away, all the way, full of rocks and feet. Full of rocks and thieves and fleas and sand. We're bound for South Australia. All the way, you'll rolling kings, heave away, all the way, you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia. I wish I was an Australia's strand, heave away, all the way, with a bottle of whiskey in my hand. We're bound for South Australia. All the way, you rolling kings, heave away, all the way, you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia. Full of rocks and thieves and fleas and sand. Probably what I should have come up with, but I just went full of rocks and fleas and oh shit, there's too many. Many of these I need to practice. Many more need to be sung more often, wink nudge. Okay, I've got one more and then I'm doing something special. Very special. A song written, well, the next one is, I'll hype it up later. I have now a song, it's quite sad. It's called Lever Johnny Lever. Anyone's played Assassin's Creed Black Flag for any stretch of time, you would have heard this song. I thought I heard the old man say, Lever Johnny Lever, tomorrow you will get your pay, and it's time for us to leave her. Lever Johnny Lever, oh lever Johnny Lever, for the voyage is long and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Oh, the wind was foul and the sea ran high. Lever Johnny Lever, she shipped it green and none went by, and it's time for us to leave her. Lever Johnny Lever, oh lever Johnny Lever, for the voyage is long and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. I hate to sail on this rotten tub. Lever Johnny Lever, no grog allowed and a rotten grub, and it's time for us to leave her. Lever Johnny Lever, oh lever Johnny Lever, for the voyage is long and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. We swear by rote for want of more. Lever Johnny Lever, but now we're through, so we'll go on shore, and it's time for us to leave her. Lever Johnny Lever, oh lever Johnny Lever, for the voyage is long and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Ah, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is long and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Whew. Do a lot of sea shanties be sung at Songs of Stories? No, they are not on brief, really. I've heard South Australia being sung during a battle, and that worked fairly well as a push tactic, but really the filk ones, sometimes it's very rare that you hear them in Songs and Stories, especially. I think it is just most of them. Like if I was to filk, if I was to filk, let's have a look here. Something like Haul Away Joe, that's fairly obvious. Like we all mostly know what that sounds like, so it would be quite jarring for some. I think that's the main thing. You've got to watch out for the songs that could be quite jarring. That's why it's always good to go. If you're looking for songs to filk, honestly, I've got decent enough advice, which is go abroad. Yeah. Some of these songs that I've played or sung have been performed by Spaniards. That I will give a full list of all the people I would happily shout out after this. But now, this is the part where I tell you about the lovely song that was requested before we even started. It is almost a staple at this point. It was written by Marcus to be performed at Thursday Night at the Forge. It's an example of a filk that you'll know where it comes from straight away, but it's been written at IC, so it's technically a filk, but there's no way in fuck you'd ever be able to get away from singing it. And it's called Wulfric's Mum. Wulfric's mum has got it going on. 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 Wulfric cannot come over after school. After school, we can hang around with the hang with the fool. Did your mom get back from the Dubtrake trip? Shows his age. Dubtrake trip. Is she there, or is she trying to give me the slip? Give me the slip. You know I'm not the Steiner boy that I used to be. I'm all sewer cup now, baby, can't you see? Wulfric's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I waited for so long. Wulfric, can't you see? I just can't wait until E3. I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Wulfric's mom. Wulfric's mom has got it going on. Wulfric's mom has got it going on. Wulfric, do you remember when we killed Verlorn? Killed Verlorn. Your mom came out with a horned helmet. Helmet on. I could tell she liked me by the way she stared. Way she stared. And in a way she said, you missed a husk over there. Husk over there. And I know that you think it's just a fantasy, but like your dad's old sword, your mom could use a guy like me. Wulfric's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I've waited for so long. Wulfric, can't you see? I can't keep the song I see. I know it might be wrong, but Wulfric, I'm in love with Wulfric's mom. Wulfric's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I've waited for so long. Wulfric, can't you see? I can't wait until E3. I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Wulfric's mom. Oh, Wulfric Wolfrick's mom. Whoa, Wolfrick, can't you see? I can't keep the song I see. I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Wolfrick's mom. There you go, Marcus, you bastard. Can't believe he did that. If you go to my SoundCloud, I'll link it after this. I've got the original recording from when we got that. He had printed out the lyrics and he'd handed it around to people. And genuinely the best fucking song that I just prepared for it. So yeah, that's an example of something that you might maybe just be able to get away with if you're in good company. All right, let's see. I've got about 3 left on my standard playlist. So forgive me. I was going to do this with a guitar, but I don't think I will. All right, this one is called Roll Down. I'll get the stick again. This stick is really useful for me keeping in time. Why do you think I do drums? Sweet ladies of Plymouth, we're saying goodbye. Roll down. We'll rock you and roll you again by and by. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down. And we will roll down. Walk around, my brave boys, and roll down. Now the anchor's away and the sail is unfurled. Roll down. And we're bound for to take her halfway round the world. Walk around, my brave boys, and roll down. And we will roll down. Walk around, my brave boys, and roll down. In the Bay of Biscay, the seas run high. Roll down. And the poor sickly transports, they'll wish they could die. Walk around, my brave boys, and roll down. And we will roll down. Walk around, my brave boys, and roll down. When the wild coast of Africa it do appear, roll down. The poor nervous transports will tremble with fear, for we'll walk around, my brave boys, and roll down. We will roll down. Walk around, my brave boys, and roll down. When the Cape of Good Hope it is rounded at last, roll down. The poor lonesome transports, they'll long for the past. Walk around, my brave boys, and roll down. And we will roll down. Walk around, my brave boys, and roll down. When the great southern whales on our quarter do spout, roll down. The poor simple transports, they'll goggle and shout. Walk around, the brave boys, and roll down. We will roll down. Walk around, my brave boys, and roll down. And when we arrive off Australia's strand, roll down. The poor weary transports will long for the land. Walk around, my brave boys, and roll down. We will roll down. Walk around, my brave boys, and roll down. And when we set sail for England's shores, roll down. The poor stranded transports will see them no more, for they round, my brave boys, and roll down. And we will roll down. Walk around, my brave boys, and roll down. The sweet ladies of Plymouth will pay all your rent. Roll down and go roving no more till our money's all spent. Walk around, my brave boys, and roll down. And we will roll down. Walk around, my brave boys, and roll down. Whew. Fucking hell. I thought that one went on for a bit longer than I thought it did. Nice one. I have one more lyricked up. How are we all doing? We're all hanging in there. Thank you as well for everybody who's managed to stay on for this long. Fuck. Oh, goodness gracious. This next song is called Here's a Health, which I think someone wanted to try and have in Songs and Stories replace Parting Glass. I know you guys are. Good job. Thank you. Kind friends and companions, come join me in rhyme. Come lift up your voices in chorus with mine. Come lift up your voices, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. So here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let's drink and be merry all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. Here's a health to the wee lass that I love so well. For style and for beauty, there's none can excel. There's a smile on her countenance as she sits on my knee. There's no man in this wide world as happy as me. So here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. Our ship lies at anchor, she's ready to dock. I wish her safe landing without any shock. And if ever I should meet you by land or by sea, I will always remember your kindness to me. So here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. I have such a time finding a key for me for this song. It's a bit all over the place, isn't it? You've got the highs and the lows, and it makes it quite strange. But no matter. Next and final song in my standard bit of set listing is something that everybody sings at Songs and Stories at Thursday night at the Forge. I read you can have Here's a Health in Songs and Stories. Yes. We have Parting Glass as the final song, but obviously I won't spoil it too much. You've got Saturday to look out for, and I'm hoping I'll see you there. Anyway, the staple of this is it's got to be done. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Country Roads. Get my stick. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. All my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place that I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. I hear a voice in the morning hour, she calls to me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get the feeling that I should have been here yesterday. Yesterday, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. Fucking Anvil, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, country roads, take me home to the place that I belong. Fucking Anvil, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Down country roads, take me home. Down country roads. I'll drop my stick. I'll definitely come along. New Navarre players who are still learning about songs and stories. If you're going to learn about songs and stories, you've got to either do it the way we're doing it right now, which is damn near close as we're going to get, or you're going to have to come and experience it. Whew! Well, fuck me. Just over 2 hours entirely, and I've managed to finish the entire set. Holy shit, guys, you are all troopers. Thank you all for coming along and singing with me. Now, here's a thing. I do have like some backup songs that I also have your requests, and the problem with your requests is I do not know the tune to it. Like the second half of Country Roads, I never really learnt it. So if you forgive me for it being a slight off, if you're singing along, that is literally because I have yet to properly understand and learn it. I've got three that I've pretty much got ready to go that are very much forged songs. It kind of gets to this point about 9-ish, going on 10, 11, when people are kind of bored of shanties, and all the shanties that they have wanted to hear have been sung. And so it descends into this, which is kind of, I Can Sing For You, Tribute, Bohemian Rhapsody, and oh shit, where's the other one? I've just did it. Oh god. Okay, we'll stick to two for now until I can remember what the other one is. It's Tribute, Bohemian Rhapsody, and Teenage Dirtbag. That's it. I'll write that up. You know what? Should we just do Teenage Dirtbag and Tribute, and then maybe a bit of Bohemian Rhapsody, and then we'll see how it goes from there? Because I don't know whether or not you can tell my voice is starting to go. Fuck it. Teenage Dirtbag. Give me a sec. Luckily, it's not. We're not having song stories on the Friday this time, so I have a night to recover. All right, fuck it. Let's do this. Her name is Noelle. I have a dream about her. She rings my bell. Got gym class in half an hour. Oh, how she rocks in Keds and tube socks. but she doesn't know who I am. And she doesn't give a damn about me, 'cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Yeah, I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, baby, with me. Ooh. Her boyfriend's a dick, and that's key change. Sorry, I've just had an entire blank moment. Her boyfriend's a dick. He brings a gun to school and he'd simply kick my ass if he knew the truth. He lives on my block and he drives an IROC, but he doesn't know who I am. And he doesn't give a damn about me, 'cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Yeah, I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, baby, with me. Ooh. Oh yeah. Dirtbag, no, she doesn't know what she's missing. Oh yeah, dirtbag, no, she doesn't know what she's missing. Now I feel like mold. It's prom night and I am lonely, lo and behold, she's walking all over to me. This must be fake. My lip starts to shake. How does she know who I am? And why does she give a damn about me? I've got 2 tickets to Iron Maiden, baby. Come with me Friday, don't say maybe. I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby like you. Ooh. I'm gonna have to do the drumming. Oh yeah, dirtbag. No, she doesn't know what she's missing. Oh yeah, dirtbag. No, she doesn't know what she's missing. Fucking hell. All right. Okay. I'm going to try and remember Tribute and Bohemian Rhapsody without looking at lyrics, because if I don't, I'm not. We can do this. We can do this. This is the greatest and best song in the world. Tribute. Long time ago, me and my brother Kyle here, we was hitchhiking down a long and lonesome road. All of a sudden, there shined a shiny demon in the middle of the road. And he said, "Play the best song in the world, or I'll eat your souls." Well, me and Kyle, we looked at each other, and we each said, okay. And we played the first thing that came to our heads. It just so happened to be the best song in the world. It was the best song in the world. Look into my eyes and it's easy to see. 1 and 1 make 2, 2 and 1 make 3 was destiny. Once every 100,000 years or so, where the sun doth shine and the moon doth grow and the glass doth grow. Almost, I could have switched up. Needless to say, the beast was stunned. What crap, we just whip your tail. And the beast was dumb. He asked us, "Be you angels?" And we said, "Nay, we are but men." Rock. This is not the greatest song in the world, no. This is just a tribute. Couldn't remember the greatest song in the world. No, this is a tribute to the greatest song in the world. Alright, it was the greatest song in the world. Alright, it's the motherfucking song, the greatest song in the world. Oh, 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 oh. This is just a tribute. You gotta believe me, and I wish you were there. Just a matter of opinion. And oh fuck, good God, gotta love it. So surprised to find you can't stop it. Jack Black noises. And entrance and exit chord, A minor. Jesus Christ, that was awful. I think I missed a chunk as well. Oh yeah, and the peculiar friend. Thing about this, my friends, the song we sang with That Faithful Knife didn't actually sound anything like that song. Okay, last one. Genuine last one at this time as well. Fucking hell. Everyone's got to do Bohemian Rhapsody. And we all got to mosh at the end as well. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, 'cause I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Anywhere the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. To me. Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now I'm gonna throw it all away. Mama, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really mattered. Fucking hell. Too late, my time is done. Send shivers down my spine, body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go. Gotta leave it all behind and face the truth. Mama, didn't mean to make you cry. Sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. Solo. At this point, we actually like fucking sing the solo out loud. Yeah. Bum, bum, and someone starts this. Bum, 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 bum. I see a little silhouette of us, man. Scaramouche, Scaramouche, we do the fandango. Send a bolt of lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, 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 Figaro, Magnifico. I'm just a poor boy, nobody knows me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Spare him his life from his monstrosity. We do that as well. Easy come, easy come, easy come, easy go. Will you let me go, Miss Miller? No, we will not let you go. Let him go, Miss Miller. We will not let you go. Let him go, Miss Miller. We will not let you go. Let him 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 go. Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia. Let me go. Beelzebub as the devil put a sign for me. For me. This is what. Well, fuck shit. For me. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you think you can stop me and spit in my eye? So you think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh, baby, can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out. Just gotta get right out of here. Solo, more ohs and ums, and then it ends quite drastically after that, going anywhere the wind blows. And that is usually at that point I tend to go to sleep because, you know, it's quite late. I'm probably quite pissed at that point. So that was as close to the Forge, Thursday night at the Forge, that I could get by myself. Thank you everybody who chose to rock up. Do you six? I think there's 6 of you left, isn't there? Yeah. So 6 of you, fantastic. Thank you very much for rocking up and doing this. This hopefully should be on Facebook. Sorry, not Facebook. YouTube. After this, if it ain't, yeah, sorry, you're just gonna have to experience it in the field again, or when E4 comes around, I'll definitely do another one of these because these are quite fun and it gives me an opportunity to just sing, and I really like singing, so we'll go with that. Yeah, guys, you've been terrific. Thank you very much, and hopefully see you all in a field soon. If it's a Thursday, we'll get each other drinks or something. I don't know. I'm usually skint at events. I don't drink that often. I get the booze that other people buy me with IC money most of the time. The Loyal 6 sounds like a very good Western, you're right, but it also sounds like it could have a really dark twist. British Historian and Sea Penguin, thank you guys very much as well. Hope your Civ game goes well. I'm probably going to try out a little bit of Ethiopian now and see how it is. Oh, and Abby Pop, we'll have to have fucking words, love, about this songs and stories stuff. Gary, if you're still there as well, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully I'll read through your stuff very, very soon. And everybody else who wanted to rock up and party with us this evening, tip top. You are all fantastic people. And I'll hopefully see you all in the field somewhere. I've just said that. I'll say it again. See you later. Yes, I'm sure I want to dream. My voice is killing me.